Hello and welcome to LitFilmFest Classrooms. Happy filming day. It's lesson 4 of our Eldorado series. And it's filming day today. Yes! Yes! Alright, calm down. Just in case you don't know, across the next 7 weeks we're going to be reading and studying a swashbuckling pirate adventure book. First we're taking ideas from the book and then we'll be putting them into our own script to write them on any theme that we want. Then we'll create our own characters, that's what we're doing this week. And today we are acting out and capturing our work on video. We'd particularly love to see what you do today at LitFilmFest, on the Facebook group, or email us info@litfilmfest.com. Today, what we'd like you to do is film yourself reading out your work while acting it out. It's nice and simple. Make sure you have a nice snazzy costume to dress yourself up as the characters. You can have multiple people on the screen at the same time, or you can be all 3 characters yourself. Let's look at this example carefully and think about these 3 things. Can you hear the voiceover loud and clear? That's one of the most important points I want you to think about today. What are they doing while we listen to their voiceover? They'll be subtly acting out what they do. And even what is the camera doing?
Professor Amanda Shield is the head of the one and only New York Private Eye Detective Agency. She is a sensible, sophisticated woman who loves to boss her hard-working colleagues around. Amanda always gets to work.
Berry Velvet is an eccentric yet witty tricker who always says yes to an adventure. She always manages to get in the way of other people and is quite dramatic.
In every team, you need a cool, intelligent whiz kid. This is MJ Gadget, an awesome agent, who once even made a walking overboard, though he is a bit of the scaredy cat.
Okay then everyone, answers. Could you hear the voiceover? Yes, you at the back. Yes, you could hear the voiceover. What were the characters doing while we listened to the voiceover? They were acting it out, weren't they? Yes, well done Mildred at the back of the class. Also, what was the camera doing? It was really still, do you say? It wasn't rocking about like a crazy balloon in the high sea. That's right. Yeah, you want to keep your camera nice and still so it doesn't make people feel sick at home. That's really important. So if you are working together as a group, which you could be with your brothers, your sisters, your parents, you might want to think about who's going to be on camera. Who will be the camera operator? Who's going to be holding that? Keeping it still maybe. You might want to put it on a table with someone just holding it. Or on a pile of books. Pile of books works really well. You can even make your own camera stand out of Lego. I've seen that work really well. And you need to have someone acting out the characters. And you could have then someone to the side of the camera reading out the script that you've already written in the past lessons. If you're filming this yourself, that's absolutely fine as well. All you need to do is prop up your camera. Simple phone will do. You put it to record, you act out your scene, you as the characters, and then you whack it in a simple app like Adobe Spark to record your voice over the top of you acting. It's really easy. Before you do this, you might also want to rehearse, so read it a few times so you know which words to emphasize and say quickly or loudly. Make sure your voiceover is so clear that you can understand it. Don't forget where your microphone is on your phone or your tablet. It's on the tablet, it's not often at the top. It's on the phone, it's at the bottom there. And finally, think about your setup. What's going to be in your background? You can see in our example, they did it against a green screen, which we'll go into in future weeks. But really all you need to do is make sure it looks nice and clean in the background and you're not filming against a window, really important, otherwise your face is too dark and you won't be able to see who they are and what they're acting at. Again, remember the readers should be clear and loud and close to that microphone. The camera must be rock steady and capture the whole shot. Always film a bit too much so that actually you can chop bits out if you need to then in your editing. And finally, once you've done all this, put it all into Adobe Spark to edit it together. Nice and simple. Your 3 characters acting out your 3 different scenes with 3 different voiceovers. And that's the start of your movie. That's scene 1. 1 of 7. Hooray! Well done. It's a clap for when you've done it. You pause the video now. Way, well done. You did it. You filmed it and edited it together just like I said. And now it's time for our Community Corner. Dylan from Hastings has sent in his ideas for his detective team. They've got a magnificent team, a formidable vehicle and a high-tech meeting place hidden beneath the smugglers' caves in Hastings. Ooh, nice place for a hideout. I love that. Looking forward to seeing what you do next, Dylan. We've had some ideas sent in from young Mr. Watson. He's been searching on the map from lesson 1 for El Dorado. And he's planned to go there by helicopter and teleporting. My normal commute to work or school. I love that his detective agency is called Firebolt Inc. Ooh, that's really cool. Slogan, to date is to do. And they plan to have a 10-story camouflage bus. I want to find out what's on each of those floors. Hopefully it's chocolate, swimming pool, chocolate. Or swimming pool of chocolate, yes. Here's a bit more about the Firework Inc. detective agency as well. So we've had some writing in. So we've got Octavian Raleigh, Kai Mornington, Lottie Ella Bombabella. Ooh, how do you know my real name? So, Lottie Ella Bombella, she is a hard-working criminal-sniffing dog with a soppy, lively nature. Her role in the group is to sniff out any criminals who have stolen something or kidnapped a person. The rest of the agency believe she will be an elite sniffer dog one day. In her spare time, she loves to swim in the pool in the agency garden. Her special skill is that she can detect heat through her heat-sensitive paws. She can also detect movement, for example, a person breathing in the basement of a building when she's on the top floor. Wow, you've done some really fantastic writing there, really thought about all of these different characters. Looking forward to seeing these come to life. Also, from week 3 of our LitFilmFest classrooms on poetry about yourselves, we've had a poem sent in by Oliver Williams. Let's check that out.
Home by Oliver Williams.
I love our little house. It may be messy, but it's perfect to me.
TV on with no one to listen.
Radio playing endlessly.
The delight of spaghetti bolognese cooking, filling my nose with deliciousness.
Homework left unfinished.
Books read many times. DVDs in comas on shelves, forgotten. Tapes and CDs laying around, waiting to be heard one more time. Toy cars in drawers, waiting to be driven one more mile. Cuddly toys resting on my bed, one loved much more than the others. The garden is a lovely place, once home to a towering birch tree.
I love our little house. Safe, cosy, warm, us.
I love celebrating your house and your life. Thanks for including us in there as well, that was really nice. And cassettes and CDs, cool, you're ahead of the curve. And finally, we've had the Unicorn Squad, invented by one of our mystery viewers. When dreams come true, they travel around the world, and they live in a treehouse in a secret wood in North Wales. That's where all the mystical creatures live. And finally, we have descriptions for the unicorns as well. Bookworm, Earth and Magic. Bookworm is very smart and has read every book in the world. She's extremely intelligent because of this, and uses this to understand the wishes sent from children all over the world. So we have some really different adventure stories starting there. If you want to borrow any ideas from them, of course you can. You can check out Houseu on our Facebook page. And don't forget, if you would like your work featured, send it in to us on Facebook, Twitter, or via the old email. If you've enjoyed learning about characters this week, then tomorrow's episode of LitFilmFest Classrooms, we have a special guest on, author Emma Ray, where we'll be learning about developing characters and writing about them. So join us then, it's going to be a great episode, and you might even want to go back to your work and just fiddle with it a little bit. So, see you in tomorrow's episode, LitFilmFest Classrooms at 10:30 tomorrow morning. Bye!